Oh, there she is. Give me a bad look. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That were too early in the morning.
I agree with her. Wonderful.
Hey, girl.
I'll just do a little bit.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Or aloha.
We got the back row almost filled. The back of the church was filled.
There you go.
Shake it up. I'm sorry, it's not Hawaiian. I'm sorry. Madam. Who's on?
You.
Oh, good morning.
The
lady.
Hey, good morning.
Well, I'm alive and well. Sir?
No. There we go. You're welcome.
Moving. I saw it. It looked pretty good, actually. It's named after Democrat.
Around yet?
Yeah.
Oh, Mark, that's a little more. And all, there you go. Scribble, scribble. All set.
And I just told Jack it was $1,500 for.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, he wrote it down.
Hard to copy like that. I saw your email.
No, I can't. Get it out.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't read text. Not really. Yes, you can read that. Yeah.
How are you?
Good.
Good.
$3.
I am, but of course, one day, every month, I got a budget. So I can stay for 15, 20 minutes. So do you have a plan for the board?
I want to give them a moment, what we're going to do, how many out of work. You know, it's
Okay. All right. No, you have $20 day.
Morning.
Yeah, just go like this.
How was the party?
Okay. And it still took a bit longer than the calendar.
Yeah.
So,
You know,
but
budget
no, it's still.
all of us, everything on that calendar. No, we do that, like.
So the interesting part about dollars is on the margin. It's like the first month of the new president's budget.
I know.
So we've already announced how much we're giving.
Yeah.
She wants to go downstairs.
We had a couple of these. Tell the year on. Whatever reason. Some of them are like.
Yeah, two.
We've done that.
So we have one, we have a guy.
Oh, really?
The one that we funded, so he said. So that.
For our model? Yeah. It's,
But 2 years, and so he said, I said, will the church open that? And he called, so, so we all know things can change, right? Yep, got it. So we'll see if that is, we end up hearing it and come back. So I have my, sure with tonight.
Oh. You're gonna have to tell me what that is.
I will, let's go out, everybody.
Let's forget about the cover.
Let's go have coffee and. We've got 91 employees. And so 11 of them are still fairly large organization. No, so, and they got about 3 minutes.
Okay.
Early support. I go to the rough coffee, I go out to the family. And then prior
Yeah.
so that's the early important line. Then kids go to school. And then, it's less. And then 21, they're gonna go home. And we provide, we're located primarily next to Home Depot. We also provide Island County, Skagit County, and Grand
You never know when it's gonna disappear.
Founded by Eagle. Their kids in that school. Public school.
Hey,
About, yeah. Family said, over. It should sit in there, but not here.
Perfect. We're in.
Well,
We've exceeded our minutes.
How are you?
Well, I can tell, yeah, you're saying, I can see the whole.
It goes for 2 hours. And we might be able There.
Oh, God, no, Don is like. That's Don's exciting. Our fault for sitting up right now. I know. Good, you're not evil, sir. Pure evil. No, no. No, that will never forget. Hey, let's go by.
Good morning, and we'll stand and we'll do the, pledge
Let's
to our
go.
nation. Pledge allegiance under God. We'll start it again. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Right, good deal. And the four-way test of the things we think, say, or do. First,
Is it
it's
true?
true. Second. Third. Fourth. Fifth.
Is it hot?
And sixth.
Bacon.
Four.
Yeah, all the things. Bacon, corn. That's part.
Let's have inspirational comment.
Good, better, best. Never quit until you're good and better, and you're better and best.
And you don't even need that.
I crossed it off later.
It sounds like a lot of work from that.
The result, perfection.
Okay, we do have a visitor. Yeah, this year. Good to see you. And we hope to have a special guest. Jill, is it Mies or Mies? Mies? Mies. As far as we know, I've heard otherwise. What? Maybe others? Come on. Well, that means that you're officially on the clock, so you city business. Okay, so we do have a club birthday. Linda Rao. And we have 2 club anniversaries this week. Bob Howe. James General. All right. I have an announcement. Let me just do this. Last year we had a family-friendly event. It was a bike ride to Lopez Island. And it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of hills. It was a lot of miles. And we had a Segway wagon and Brand's car was four-place bike rack was full for the second half of the ride back to the ferry. I've got another suggestion. Our friends to the north, the Rotary Club of San Juan, does a car show every summer. And this year it's going to be on August 11th. It's much closer to the ferry dock than Iceberg Point. It was on Lopez. So just throwing it out for people to start thinking about it. All the funds go to Polio Plus. It's not a lot of funds. I think it's like $10 a ticket to get into it. But it's on a cute little farm. You can see some of the pictures there. And I'd also like to throw out that this is on a Sunday, again, August 11th. But some people might want to make it an overnight. There's some really fun little campgrounds in San Juan Island. There's a private one called Lakedale that's just a blast. Lakes, go figure. But it's a good spot for kids. And, just throw that out, get it in your thought process and more to come. Okay.
Question,
Mhm.
are you suggesting we do that in the event that we did last week on that weekend?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm suggesting, and,
Dale.
it's called Lakedale, yeah. There's also a county park, that's a really cool beach, but Lakedale is by far the kind of the funnest runaround place, for kids. And they got, I'm sure, really good motorhome parking.
Back, let me check it out. Sounds good, fun. Whole row of Jeep.
Let's do the ringers. All right, so, just another reminder, we don't have a meeting on the June 21st, Friday morning. This place is closed, they're doing testing again on that particular time. But B, that's the same day as our banquet. So, it works out, we can have an official meeting. Yeah, that's kind of the final thing I just wanted to mention is the folks take a look at, the website. We have some really cool programs coming up this summer. Denver's done a good job. I'm looking forward to all of them. So, all right, let's do reports. Jack, you know all about the budget now, don't you?
Yes, we have a problem with our raffle tickets. Some of them came out blank with no numbers on them. Anybody else get any with no numbers on
Huh? I got one with names, but.
them? Loser. Okay. On their ticket.
They didn't know it's on their own dot.
Yeah.
What if it's fine? Oh, hey, it's 796.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of fun for playing in that hall.
Gonna know which number is.
So you got children way out.
Sure.
Well, the problem is
Chill and
we
drive
have
away.
to maintain the gambling license issue, and you don't want to be in trouble. So there we go.
Everybody donated today.
There you go. Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Other than that, we did have our thing yesterday for the future year, that we got basically a projected budget now. Then to wrap it up today, and what else? Money's in the bank, hopefully we have enough to cover everything. Anything else?
I think there's definitely more to come.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I won't be here next week, and so that means it probably won't be a raffle. And I may not be here the week after that, but, if I'm not, I think Lori will be.
I'll be here the week after that, not next week.
So if you need to get money from me, like checkbooks and stuff like that, you can bug Lori.
We'll get over it somehow.
Yeah. All right, that's it for now.
All right. Gary.
The next board meeting is on Tuesday, June 4th, which I previously committed at the food bank, while the food bank board is down having,
It's not at the food bank, it's at my house.
oh, that's right.
Board
yeah.
meeting.
Food bank moved your house.
Yeah,
Yeah, actually.
I better put that down because I might end up at the food bank and wonder where everybody is.
Yeah.
Going forward, starting the new year, the board meetings are going to move to the second Wednesday of each month. And I will be posting them on the website, hopefully this week, good for the year. So we'll get that on
When does that start?
July 10th.
Like, what comes to my mind is the farmer's market.
Da-da-da.
Comes to my mind.
Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da.
So you're suggesting they meet at the farmer's market or?
Why not? I'm just saying.
The bill room might be
They'll
available.
roll the punches if we have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the firesides are the second Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
So it's like two things in a row, but you get it all taken care of at once. Yeah.
What time?
6.
Okay.
6.
And just a reminder, I know Eileen will say something, but registration for the annual meeting on June 21st, like just under.
Oh, and also we have, one of our tasks coming up for our board meeting is going to be that we're still receiving grant requests. So we've got that process. Yeah. We got 6 grant requests so far, so. It's plenty to do with our money, whatever we have, so it's all good stuff.
I don't mean to be redundant, but actually in thinking about this more, there's really not that many community events in Lake Stevens. And like being at the farmer's market consistently really gives a lot of showing, it's a lot of fundraising, it's a lot of connecting, it's a lot of being present and like going maybe to the concert afterwards and stuff. I'm just thinking this is too bad for pretty.
It's a board meeting, so certain amount of people vote, so we have one participation.
Fair,
So,
And it's one Wednesday a month.
fair.
Yeah, that's a good thought though. Yeah. And I'm thinking, it's no rule, it's just we can't do the board meeting once in a while.
No, and it
What is it called?
We have to adapt the role.
Yeah.
Man, by the way, if you have not paid your dues, please pay your dues.
Yeah, so then we give it away.
Huh?
We want to give it away.
Yeah.
Yeah, time's running out. Okay, Ron.
Last night we had a great meeting at a new incoming board retreat. Thanks to Bob and Ann Howe for hosting. It was,
Yeah.
that was amazing. You guys were very gracious hosts, so hopefully you didn't spend too much time cleaning our mess up, but.
That's fine.
So, talked a lot about it, a lot of things about next year, so, once we get them all dialed in, we'll be more done. Budget was a big one, so Jack's got some chicken scratch, that's the Piper and. So,
Yeah, budget's always a big,
yeah.
it was a very productive meeting, I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start, go to Eileen on club services.
So we have, according to last night, we have 32 people coming to, the, banquet, that doesn't count anybody who paid today. So if you haven't paid your $29 per person, please do so. And we'll probably have a cutoff. I'll send an email out just giving a cutoff date. But we have, I'll have to update Ruth because we did commit to a minimum of 30, so we're over that. So that makes me happy. Okay. Chop, chop. And then, we did send a card out, to Kevin O'Brien, because he has not been well, and so we did that. So if anybody else knows, that we sent one to Kristen Boulevard as well. So, Joyce? I haven't heard, I don't know. Tracy, how's Joyce doing? Does she need more love?
Yes, she needs more love. I'm gonna pop in today sometime. So a card would be lovely for her. I'm gonna pick up some flowers on my way, so. Sorry, I'm at my office. I'm a little frazzled. Anyway, yeah, so it would be lovely to have more love for her.
I can put that in the email, so not a problem. And everybody's been really great about reaching out to me and saying, hey, this person needs a card, this person. So please keep doing that because it helps me just stay on track and make sure the stuff gets done. And that's all I have.
Excellent.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Okay, we have Kendra. So let's go to Rand.
So last night at the retreat, we reviewed our roadmap and we got everything done this year that we said we would get done.
Right.
And, next year's a big lift. Next year's gonna be the club website. And so we're gonna start workshopping that. And that'll be the big lift for next year. Hey Tracy, if you could, which of the grant applications is being rescinded?
Give us the finger.
Not rescinded, actually. I thought there was one that was missing, but it actually wasn't missing. They haven't submitted it. So speaking of, really quick, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 so far. I know of 2 more coming, so 8. I need to get a group of people to grade them, so to speak, so that we can decide as a club, who do we want to support? So I'm gonna watch your emails. I'm just gonna send it to, well, actually, Rand, you were gonna find out who already gets these applications.
Yeah, I just haven't been to my desk yet, Tracy.
Okay. Okay. So more to come. You may or may not get an email. So.
All right, Tracy, do you see us following the same format that we followed last year as far as the scoring aspect?
So somehow somebody, it might be me, I think I deleted something I didn't want to delete and I can't find it. So I was almost contemplating, could we do a rank them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 type of thing? And that if we have enough people ranking them, that can give us a who's our club's number 1, number 2, and then I can average them.
Okay.
Does that sound okay, or do we want to do more of a?
I actually might have what we used last year. So I could send to you, but I'll send you what I have on that.
Perfect, lovely. Okay, then we'll do it that way.
Tuesday, because we're at the
Yeah.
board meeting, we're gonna make some decisions.
Yeah.
I didn't hear the first part. What was that?
Well, Tuesday night is our last board meeting for June.
Ugh.
So.
Yeah.
Can we kind of rush that process, I
Put
guess?
a rush on it. Yeah, I apologize. I have dropped the ball on this. So I will get it going.
No, you're fine. I just, wanted to make sure that we were in line, so, because then we have to set up the distribution, which will likely be on the 30th of June. at our
Okay.
All right.
June 3rd, when is the year-end dinner? 21st, never mind, okay. Okay, I'll work on that. I've got 2 more coming and a 3rd that I have to actually call the person, so getting to it today.
No problem.
All right, thank you.
You bet. All right. Sarge. Let's do our happy books drawing. Did we figure out the drawing? Oh, flashes. Yeah, that'll be not there.
No, he replaced them all.
Oh, okay. Need to replace something there?
They're mine.
There's one blank. Okay, well, come back here and do the replacement
And put it right on top.
and put it right on top.
What is this?
All of mine, there you go.
There you go.
What?
All of mine.
Here we go.
2 of us. So we're the only ones in blame?
You also have blanks?
Russia.
I'll take this. Pull it.
I think at this point, he's the only one with blanks, so.
So.
No, no.
Oh.
It's really important for that.
Jill, I think
But.
I'm gonna have.
Oh, great.
Pull it off.
Fantastic.
Jill,
Oh,
Jill, remember we work for.
Right, right.
Okay. People.
Absolutely.
Make sure it's the right thing. Read the last 3 numbers.
Mine was
Right.
Oh.
782.
Again?
Looks like you're going up front. No. Move back.
All righty, who's got their badges? Actually, who doesn't have their badges? That's me. Gonna do a little fine there. Fine, thank you, thank you, thank you. The president does have his badge. Doctor, do you have your badge on? Nope, okay, well, let me. Somebody else? You're exactly. There you go, there you go. You don't have yours on this? Somebody else? All right. Good deal, good deal. What? Ah. Yeah. All right. Let's, Jill, how much time do you need? Okay, we'll give you all the time you want. Who was last in?
At least you're saying- Oh, no, I'm your second one. But he came.
Actually, I was.
Let's get to Happy Bucks. Mr.
Yeah.
President. Oh.
Happy in terms of.
We're starting to get a few more nice days. Yeah, it's a very frustrating time of the year. It's fun, so I have to say. Enjoy today. All right.
I'm really happy because it's sunshine and I want more of it. Our daughter's home from college, and it's great to have.
Just gonna stand around with you.
Wow.
Okay. Your son was. Oh, this year coming ahead.
Very good. So, happy that dad is okay. He decided to take the big lawnmower and try to edge around the backyard, and there's this really nice drop off. And, but there was kids there, and so they did not go over the edge. He promised not to follow one. Actually, yeah, the robot.
Well, that's nice to get out of the job.
Yeah.
Here, happy for the weather.
I'm happy it's Friday. We had such a great meeting, even though it was short for me. I really appreciate everybody's time and input and yay for stuff. I'm just really happy to be here today and
How's your business going?
the new one,
Yes.
the new old one, it's actually been very well.
Definitely happy the sun's here, and we did, a Creative Zone booth at the Snohomish Farmers Market yesterday, and it was phenomenal. We printed 150 little 3D prints to give out to kids, and we ran out in the first like 2 hours. We was that busy. It was awesome.
Nice, cool.
Yeah, it was a good market.
Happy to be here. Happy it's Friday. Had a great time celebrating my son's 40th birthday in Eastern Washington, and I got 4 days of sun. I did.
Thank you.
So I'm happy that I'd be happier if my birthday was Tuesday, you'd sing happy birthday to me. I'll pay you $10. Somebody's gotta come up.
I think he's asking for a solo.
No, we said you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mom. Happy birthday to you.
Exactly.
I'm fortunate that my son's birthday today and my other son Landon's birthday tomorrow. Birthdays for everybody. He's 22, sure.
We had a really good meeting with Gracie's special ed teacher yesterday, and she has met all of her goals for the year. So that just feels amazing. So thankful for the teachers at Stevens Creek More importantly, I organized my pantry yesterday morning, and it feels so good. It took a lot, so.
Dinner at your house.
Hey.
Yeah, I sound barely. Sorry.
Happy for the, scholarship award that was out last week. That was a really nice program. And for those who weren't here, I did draw the winning ticket last week and won the pot for $249 for the scholarship. Give this back to fund Memorial Scholarship starting for next year.
Happy, it's Friday, it's sunny, had a great week in Arizona.
Happy it's Friday. I'm going to be in a tutu at home with my granddaughter and I love it. I'm looking forward to the manners of fireworks.
Not having 2 days, Friday, the sun is shining, but how long, you don't know.
One day.
Day of the sun.
We had a great meeting last night, and thanks to Bob and Ann for being such gracious.
That's great, glad to be here, sun's out, it's gonna be a fun day. There you go. Yeah.
Oldest boy is graduating UW next week. Go Dogs. Another happy buck that hopefully he will get a job soon and I'll have my office finally. Took many years. And then I have a little concern, buck, because so I look at my work schedule and I actually go to more rotaries than my own rotary to speak. And there was this rotary in this little town of Lake Stevens. I'm supposed to speak at July 26th, but I think there's an Aquafest that goes on. And I know that rotary usually does setup, not does a meeting. So I'm not quite sure unless you want me to just talk while we're setting up. I don't know. You let me know what you want or we can reschedule.
We'll reschedule.
So,
Yeah. Good observation, thank you. Hold on, did I forget a good doctor up here?
There we go. All right, Tracy.
Yes, happy bucks. Actually, I'll pay a fine $1 because I was the last one to log in. But I do have a good excuse. My tech guy got here early, which is always fabulous. So got some repairs going on at the office, which those are some sad dollars. But makes everything work better so we can be more efficient.
There we go. Well, you're the only one to have logged in, so.
Yeah, well, true, very true. So anyway, just happy that it's Friday, happy it's a beautiful day, and just loving what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Thankful that, well, I'm not thankful that I have to go on a business trip, but as a part of that, I do get to stop by a bakery in town hospital, really good. And a really good time restaurant.
Well, I'm sorry to have missed last week's scholarship presentations. I had to go into work early for a couple of days. Our morning dispatcher was taking a couple of days off. All worked out well. And we have 13 more school days after today here in Lake Stevens, but sometimes the job never ends. All right. A lot of happiness and some frustrations. All right, well, Jill, you're on. Jill Neese is with the Lake Stevens Parks Department planning side. And we have a PowerPoint. I'll get that going if you'd like to.
Good job on it.
Oh, thank you. I've been practicing. Okay, let's share this.
I don't know. I didn't know. They're recording over.
Yeah. Okay, and then we have a clicker. Next to the
Great. Well, thank you.
You bet.
Nice to see all of you. Thanks for inviting me in. As I was introduced, I'm Jill with the Lake Stevens Parks and Recreation Department. I'm a park planning and development coordinator. So I get to do all of the things that I love, like planning for the future. And we get to do long range planning, policy updates, and I do just a little bit with permits and then do help design. So I am going to present just on kind of a narrow topic today, but the Lake Stevens Parks and Recreation Department actually started in 2022. So we're almost 2 years old. So it was August of 22. So I thought that I would give you just kind of an overview of that process really quickly and then dive into a particular item that we have that we are considering help with. So like I said, in 2022, we hired our very first Parks and Recreation Director. Prior to that, all of the administrative staff was under the planning department and all of the operational staff was underneath public works. So we hired that director and took both of those fragments and put them together for a department. So we're really excited. We think that this will bring a lot higher level of service to our community and we'll be able to be more responsive to needs. So with that, we started with our vision and we sat down with our staff and talked through what we want to bring in. So I'll go over our vision is enriching lives through diverse parks and recreation experiences. And then we developed our mission statement, Lake Stevens Parks and Recreation enriches lives through our commitment to play. We provide vibrant locations to recreate in and have recreation programs and events that engage our community and activate our spaces. Access, we provide access to our diverse areas, including cities, lake, natural resources and trails. Stewardship, we maintain our parks to the highest standards. We're looking for ways to be more efficient. We embrace low impact methodology and climate resilience and protect and improve our environment by focusing on sustainability and water quality. And community, we strive to engage the public, promote healthy lifestyles, encourage inclusiveness, and foster community identity. It's a big mouthful, but when we were really sitting down and going through this helps guide our efforts. So when we're approached with projects or campaigns, we can put it in here and see what it matches with our vision and our mission. Part of that diverse recreation experience is having all different types of communication available in our parks and recreation system to be more inclusive. So one of the things that we were requested by the public was for kiddos and folks that are nonverbal or ways to be able to communicate. And so we started looking for these communication boards, and then we reached out to the subject matter experts, which is Sherwood, to say, hey, work with us on these boards. How would they be able to be effective in our community and be translated into Spanish in a usable format. So I have a picture here of the boards that we were proposing. This is this format is not exactly what we're looking at, but I think I have the one that we're proposing later. So as I said, these were requested by our community. We had a community member that actually spoke with the mayor and said, hey, we'd like to bring this in. So we know that there's a need for it in our community and it enhances inclusion in all of our spaces. We want them to be inviting. We want people to be able to communicate with their peers and also ask for help. They do that as well. I won't read all of the slides for you, but these are the reasons why we feel like it's important to have these in our parks. We this particular one was the one that we worked with Sherwood to develop. Their speech pathologist had some input on some of it, especially the translation aspects of it, to make sure that we were using words that were appropriate for the situation, instead of like, I'd like to obtain a toy, can I get a toy? So it was great to be able to get that feedback from Sherwood. And then we added a sign language component to it on the right-hand side. And on the left-hand side, I don't think that's it, but right above where it says the talk to me, there's an availability to have the Rotary logo on there. So they're branded with your Lake Stevens Rotary trademark there. The cost for them each is $25.28. So for, and we're requesting 3 of them. So they would be placed at Frenchville Heights Park, Lundin Park, and at North Hills Park. That's the board here, and then they're obviously customized, so.
Two-sided?
It's one-sided, so yeah, it would face into the playground, depending on the location, depending on the park, it would be, located in a spot that it would be easily accessible.
Good.
We need a formal grant request for that. We'll talk about that out.
Great,
We want Lundin Park.
with that,
We want Lundin Parkway. Or
yeah, perfect. So yeah, if anyone has any questions about that, I'm happy to answer any other questions that come up.
How does it work? The child approaches it, what does the child do and gets out of it?
So for nonverbal kiddos, a lot of them use like a tablet, and so they're familiar with pointing to the item, and then the tablet would speak. In this instance, it would be a way for them to go to the board and then point to what they wanted to say or so. So then whoever is with them, we have kiddos to kiddos, and then kiddos to caretakers, and you'd be able to, or caretakers to caretakers, and you would be able to express yourself by pointing to the visual aid.
Okay. Good.
Do you have a timeline in mind about when you want to get these put in?
Well, we'd like to get them in, before the summer really swings up. We think that they're important to the community, so we would love to install them. Wow.
So Jill, you're asked for the Rotary to do all 3 or one of the parts, all 3?
Correct. We're asking for all 3. If you wanted to scale that, of course, you scale that. Both of you came at the same time, right?
Couple questions, but I'll do 2 because they're real quick. Is the city gonna do the posts or are we Rotary doing the posts too?
The city can install them.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a certified playground inspector, so that it would be good for us to be able to install them, just to make sure there's not conflict.
Right, I think that's.
That's probably a good call.
The other one is graffiti protection. Do they come with some kind of graffiti, anti-graffiti coating or something?
They do. Most things in parks now are anti-graffiti, and then we have a really amazing product as well.
Okay, and the material will stand up to that
Correct.
product over time.
Yeah, that's been a really important issue in the last several years.
Yeah, our skate park has suffered a bit from graffiti and we're trying to work through that, but,
Caballero?
yeah.
So kind of a related question then, the post will over time get well loved and used, so is there gonna be funds in the city budget to replace those for your animals?
Correct, yeah. And they'd be pressure treated posts that we would,
Yeah.
that we would put them on now, and then at the time, if there was any issues with them, we would pull them.
Right.
8, 10, 12 years.
Yeah.
So the short story is, we'll help support licensing them, and then the city will maintain them.
Correct, right? Yeah, it's a one-time now. It's not an ongoing maintenance request.
How many
people do you think this impacts? All.
That's good.
Yeah, my daughter isn't nonverbal. In fact, she talks too much, but we have the feeling cards, which she uses really well. So sometimes she'll get upset and she can't explain why she's upset. And we have, I think they are literally the similar designs, but then we can say, all right, how are you feeling right now? And she can point to how she's feeling. Because she can communicate, but it's harder for her to communicate her emotions. And it works really, really well. Honestly, it's a gem for Adam. It's a gem. Helps her communicate.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We are very, very well known for our special design programs and special education. And so we have families that come to us who have children on the autism spectrum.
we have these and are working towards getting them in all of our schools and then just around in our hallways and things. Because we have such an increase in our students who are still working on communication because they're on the autism spectrum. But, as he had mentioned, any student can use this. In kindergarten, our kiddos are learning how to identify their emotions, regulate their emotions. And these are the kinds of tools that students who have special education services, but those who don't benefit from. So I love your response of all.
So if I can add just a little bit about, meeting with the mom that requested this, met with Brett. We all carry around these things nowadays. And, the question that I had in the conversation that we had is, with communication apps you can get for your phone or an iPad, you know, why the communication boards on the playground? And she had a very good answer that when kids are playing on the playground, they don't like to hold things. So this was an inclusive way, not only to help the child communicate, but again, back to everyone benefiting. You get a kid that does communicate verbally, communicating with a child that does not through these communications. So great step. And, she's very passionate about this idea and not just approach Lake Stevens, but probably every city in Snohomish County and beyond.
I would ask that we do it just so she'll stop texting me.
Sounds like Brett needs to come out.
Brett's like, how do you feel?
No, it's great information, and, you know, part of my job that I absolutely love is being able to incorporate public comment into the budget. And so when I go out and ask for public comment, when we do open houses, it's great to hear public comment that you can incorporate. And so when we hear something from the public that they would like to see, it's exciting to be able to identify that need and know that it would be something that, the community needs. Yeah.
So Jill, I'm sorry, I was understanding of this. So these are electronic.
No, they're metal boards with the graphic on them. So then they're positioned, you know, yay high, and so, people can come over and just touch the area. They'd be pointing for it, but not electronic.
So it's not like giving information that goes back to the city, where like the people that are standing there and be able to communicate with each other.
Yeah, exactly.
That's actually one advantage of having a board rather than a device is if you can be communicating with multiple places at the same time.
There's no text, there's no uploading, there's no refreshing and buffering. Yeah, it's a great feature.
Like maintenance.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Well, Rand, you're gonna talk to her about,
Grant, we talking.
Great.
We've already approved.
Yeah. Are they installed yet? I wanna go use one now.
Yeah. So, this area over up here is where it has the rotary symbol on there, and it doesn't say rotary at least. Or however you want to use it.
Does it have a QR code where it could be some digital?
I don't know. This particular model doesn't, the company, that we found this through have technology. They also have a tablet that they market, so I'm sure that they would have the ability to put, you know, a QR code if they wanted to.
Wow, right next to that little picture down there, it was quite a good spot to put something like that, because it's kind of suggesting that this is available. Yeah, families might come across this who wouldn't ordinarily need this kind of thing, go, hey, they now need it for whatever reason, because Johnny's now having a friend.
Well, I'll make a challenge to the Rotary Club that Sherwood will match whatever the Rotary Club provides for this, for the boards in Lake Stevens.
Wow, that's a big deal.
Is there a way for us to put something on the backside that you said it's blank?
That's why.
But it feels like there should be something there. I could Yeah, I could reach out to the company. I know it would probably be be an increase of price because they're single-sided if we printed it on the other side. But it depends on where we would be installing them as well. If we put them on a wall, obviously, like North Coast, but,
Well, do you have site locations picked out in each of those parks?
we just know that they'll be adjacent to the playground. We don't have the actual site.
Right.
We'll work with our playground safety.
Trying to think, there's no wall there, so.
In
that's
North Coast, there, the restroom facility or the shelter.
Oh,
That would be a good location. I think, too.
so the other two then could have something like that, you know.
Correct. Mhm.
Cool. Pretty exciting. Yeah.
So what else is going on in parks?
It's just.
Oh, boy.
What other exciting stuff is happening this summer in parks, Joe?
We're on the spot there.
I was actually wondering if I should put like this, I just didn't want to take up all the time. So we have some recreation programs that are happening. The first time we're having some ballroom dance lessons at the mill. They're on Thursdays. We're having Skyhawk teachers, so they run our athletic youth camps for us. We have, several events that are coming that is new. One is Going a Viking, which is a Viking festival at Lundin. Our team, I haven't been working on it personally, but our team has been doing, it's been really, excited, and there's been some really fun stuff.
So what's happening? A Viking retreat?
A Viking festival.
They're storing the beach.
They are gonna start, I believe there is an element that we are incorporating the lake tip. Perhaps there might, I don't wanna overpromise. So, yeah, we have, some really exciting stuff coming, of course, returning, and the farmer's market begins on the first Wednesday in June. And that will go through the last Wednesday in August. We have, our Bayview Trail, so that's the trail that's at the south end of the city. It's gonna start at 20th Street Southeast. It's gonna come up to, the first phase of that's gonna come up to 12th Street. That's out for bid right now, so we're.
12th Street eighties or?
12th Street Southeast and approximately the 8600 block. So if you are on 20th and you're headed towards 9 from the trestle, it's gonna be on your left-hand side for the power lines cross. And that will be our first kickoff of the trail. The trail is, I don't know how much everyone knows, but it's a really exciting project. It will eventually reach, the Soper Hill area, Marysville, join up with their Bayview Trail, which has already made connection to this. So it'll be a really nice asset. It's a long-term project.
But what's the service?
Asphalt.
Okay, so it's a bike or what?
Correct. So they continue that kind of process.
Versus.
What's the best way to find out about all of this? Like the website?
So
There. And.
when we formed the Parks and Recreation Department, we also rolled out a website. So there's a lot of information on our website. And then we send out social media and the news flashes for upcoming events as well. And there's a lot of stuff in the works. We'll be presenting at Stevens Creek next 2 weeks from now at their family fun night, because we're looking at playground amenities for Eagle Ridge Park, which is going to construction in about 26. And there's a lot of fun things in park. We have a concessionaire at Wendy that started in May and bringing pedal boats, and
How are they working out?
so far so good.
Are you talking about paddle boats or the concessionaire?
Need more sun, that's the key right now.
Yeah.
Fun project. Here, put a fan this lady.
Yes, so, yeah, we'll get a picture of her.
Yeah,
That
we'll
note.
picture it.
It's a good thing she doesn't know them.
But it's busy in parks, and of course, we're coming into our busier season. Maintaining our beautiful spaces.
Yeah.
Sunset was our last project that we wrapped up last year, so we're.
That looks so.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll pass that along. We also, we like to monitor them for a period of time after we open them up and say, it's really, using with the usage patterns and so we're in that. Yeah.
Right on, right by there, and every slot's full, plus they've perpendicular park there.
Yeah, to have a little more parking, but, you know, the site has its constraints. We're really excited we're able to add some flexibility there.
I think that's one of our street cleanup streets, isn't it?
Not that far south.
Not that far south, okay. Well, maybe we'll have to go a little bit too far this time.
There's no
Make
state,
sure it looks all.
There's no
perfect.
state walking area there though.
Yeah, I know, it really is. Hard.
I know,
And as always, if you guys have any questions or comments, don't hesitate to.
reach out to me.
Yeah, definitely reach out to us. We have a parks email that you can find on our website. I have cards too, if you,
Cool. It's a great project.
All right. Pretty exciting stuff going on around here. Do we have any other comments or suggestions?
I just point out to the gentleman in the room that taking your wife to ballroom dancing lessons,
Hmm.
very effective.
Oh, second is it?
Very hot. I have to think of it. You make it help.
Well, that happened in reverse. My wife took me to ballroom dancing once and.
But never
again. Yeah, with that.
Yeah, pretty great. Things, kind of stuff.
Yeah.